First of all, thank you so much for joining today's meeting. We are really feel delighted to see your presence and thank you for taking time out today. Uh, so as you are aware, last year we have also organized annual network meeting and also the inception of our CBIT-GSP. So now we have passed the 1 year and in the last year we have done so many activities. So this is a time to showcase that what we have done in the last year and also what we are planning for the 2024. And with that, we will also like to hear what's your perspective, what's your feedback, any suggestion, anything. So this is a great chance. So I would request all of you to please stay for at least 2 hours. We will try to finish in time. And we would also like to hear the feedback from each one of you. It's not a kind of a meeting where I am presenting everything and you are the listening guys. So I will uh, I will try to inter get feedback from each one of you. So if we go for the agenda, so there is not any one session which will run for a longer, so it will be more interactive and more excitement for you. So we will also do some Mentimeters and everything. So start with the opening session, then I will present about what we have done in 2023. Then we have already run a Mentimeter. I will show you the result. Then we discuss each other with some guiding question. So what is the experience of the 2023 from our countries where we have conducted the exercises, training, workshop, webinars. Then I will present about the 2024 work plan, what we are planning after the discussion with all your countries. And then later on in the last part, we will also discuss this work plan is either suitable or not. So whatever is your suggestion, we will take, and then we close the today's meeting by taking some Mentimeter. So this is the today's plan and the agenda, and I would request your kindly presence also for the full 2 hours. And also the inputs from your side, either in the chat box or you can just unmute your mic and speak anything. So don't feel hesitate, don't feel anything you can't speak or every suggestion is most welcome. We are planning this because we want to hear your your thinking, what is your expectation and everything. So without wasting time, I would also like to introduce my colleagues. I think most of you are aware of. So my colleagues Suzanne and Ketesri are here. So Suzanne is the project officer and she is based in the Copenhagen. And I would also delighted to inform you that my colleague Ketesri she is already in the Maldives for not for the holiday but for the work. So even during the work she has joined. So thank you. Yes, and I will like to give the floor to my colleague Suzanne to give initial introduction. Thank you, colleagues, for joining today. Yes, Suzanne, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you so much, Japal, and good day, colleagues. Good afternoon, good evening, and a happy new year to you still, even though we are quite far into the January already, but we haven't met, so I'm still wishing you a happy new year ahead. We still have, 11 months ahead in 2024. It's a real pleasure to be here at this meeting of the Asia Transparency Network and to see so many of you. We really appreciate you taking the time for this. Most of you probably know me already, and Japal also just introduced me. My name is Susanne Konrad, and I'm a project officer at the UNIP Copenhagen Climate Center, which implements the CBIT-GSP project together with all our network coordinators in the different regions, where Japal is, of course, for the Asia region. CBIT-GSP, just for those of you who don't know or who forgot what it stands for, CBIT-GSP is a capacity building initiative for transparency global support program. It's a 5-year project funded by Jeff, implemented by UNIP, and executed by the UNIP Copenhagen Climate Center, with the aim to really provide help countries around the globe in the transition to the BTR. On behalf of my team here in Copenhagen, we welcome you to this annual meeting of the Asia Transparency Network. As Japal said, the network has been launched exactly 11 months ago on the 22nd of February last year. And it has been an exciting year for us to build this network, to get all network activities up and running, and to provide the support. And we are of course really grateful to have Japal as a network coordinator who drives everything forward in the region basically. It has also been a crucial year because it was a last year before the BTR submission, essentially. And yeah, we are now in 2024 with a deadline, with the year of the deadline of the BTR submission that has finally come, and it's looming like a sword above many countries. So this year will be an absolute crucial year for everyone, really, with the upcoming deadline. We know there's one country already which has already submitted its BTR, that is Andorra, and Australia has also submitted its national inventory report already. But these countries are, of course, at a very different situation, have very different starting points at many of the countries that we have in our network here. But on a positive note, and not to make it all sound gloomy and difficult, this deadline can also be seen as something that provides important motivation, that provides a crucial momentum to really move forward on the transparency journey. It also helps to know that all developing countries around the globe are on the same journey as you right now. So we are all a bit in the same boat, and there's also no need to deliver a perfect BTR for the first time. And the MPGs themselves say, as one of their guiding principles, that transparency in reporting is something that will improve over time. So no need for perfection at this time. And what we really want to highlight here, of course, is that we are here to help you. Jaipal stands ready, we stand ready. So please reach out to him anytime with any questions you might have, any support needs that you might have, especially in relation to getting your BTR ready this year. And we will do our best to deliver the support. So please don't hesitate. It's better to ask more often, and there are no stupid questions. Also, if you have a specific question to the BTR, what section, how information needs to be presented in a table, or what this section means. So better to reach out to us and and please ask us and really use us, especially in this year. So regarding this network meeting itself, the objective is, as Jaipal already said, to check in, take stock, and to get your feedback on how the network activities have been going over the last 11 months, what went well, what didn't go so well, and get your recommendations and insights on what can be improved going forward, and how we as a project can best provide the support to you in this very crucial year, basically. And we really like you to be honest in your feedback. That's the only way we can improve properly, and that's really the essence of the meeting, to provide a space for honest feedback and discussion, and to assess where we really are with this network and what can be changed going forward. And we also just really like to thank you for your participation in our activities over the last year, over the last 11 months. We really appreciate you showing up to webinars, to activities, and it's really important to create this community of practice and to build this network together with you. And I'm really looking forward to our discussions today at this meeting, and I'm really looking forward to an exciting year ahead, even though it will be daunting and challenging. But we will embark on this journey together with you. So we're really excited, and I wish us all a very good network meeting. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jaipal.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for initial introduction and very brief about the today's objective and our plan. So as Suzanne said, CBIT-GSP is the, you guys heard about that we are supporting. So keep supporting us also and send support request also. So without wasting time, I think we have around 35 participants. So let us take maybe a one shot of all the lovely faces. So please turn on your camera. I will wait 1 minute at least, so all the people can turn on their camera and I can see some familiar faces. Yeah. Yeah, I can see also the beautiful backgrounds of your offices, and yeah, good. Yes, just wait for 10-15 seconds. Let me, colleagues, I also need this your face to identify the gender, because we have to report the gender reporting in the JF also. So if you have not turned on your camera, then there is a possibility then I can change your gender. So I would request you to turn on your camera so we can take a beautiful picture of you. Okay, let me take a first shot. Just wait for a few seconds. Okay, there are still some few people. If you guys are turning on camera, then this is the time. Please turn on your camera. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for the lovely smiles and the your presence. So let me move to the next round. So where I will present about the what we have done in 2023. Let me start sharing my screen. Okay, so the in this presentation, we will try to give you more information about the what the key activities or the what are the training workshops, webinars, what we have done, what are the in-country support activity we have done conducted with the some countries of the Asia region, what are the outcomes. So I will try to give you information about what are the webinars and what are the numbers in the participant numbers and activity. Also the what are the feedback. So let me go start. So I can, most of you are aware about the what we are doing in the CBIT-GSP, but I can see from the Mentimeter there are some few new peoples. I think the new stakeholders or consultant who have joined the BTR or CBIT project. So this slide is just for you to just introduce that what we are doing, what are our main areas of the support. So you know that we are mostly our main objective is to support in the preparation of the BTR. Everyone you are know that we are moving towards the ETF Paris Agreement under the Paris Agreement. So our main objective is to implement the transparency as much as you can, and we are here to support you. And the some areas of the support that we have conducted, the regional workshop also last year we have conducted, and this year we will also conducting. So in the next session, I will give you more information about the workshop. We have also conducted some capacity need assessment. We are also conducting in-country training support, also the virtual webinars and workshops. And we are also doing some quality review of your national communication and BUR before submission to the UNFCCC. So this is just, and we are operational in the 150 developing countries divided over the 10 networks. So this is the Asia network. Similarly, we have 10 network coordinators who handle the all the developing countries of the world. So uh, this is the CBIT-GSP is just for the your developing countries, and we are happy to support you. So if we see the 2023 activity, this is just for your information that some countries have submitted their report in 2023. So I would like to just inform you that Bangladesh submitted first BUR, China submitted fourth national communication, third BUR, India submitted third national communication, and our country Mongolia has also submitted second BUR and second NIR. So this is the update. So overall around 98 reports now have been submitted after the most of the reports have submitted after the Paris Agreement. So you can see that our Asian region are moving towards slowly or gradually or now to implement the transparency and becoming more transparent in terms of the reporting. So frequent reporting is showing that, and this bar chart is just from the CG capacity building survey that was conducted in 2023. Just want to let you know that all of you, I think you have participated. This survey was sent by UNFCCC, and it indicated that 48% or 48 uh, percentage of the participant, or you can say countries, are interested in national greenhouse gas inventory. So they have identified this is the capacity building need for there. So we would also like to match with this UNFCCC survey that our 2024 activity is also based on the greenhouse gas inventory. So last year we have focused on the NDC tracking, but for 2024 our main agenda is to greenhouse gas inventory is a key theme where we are supporting all kind of webinars and the workshops and in-country training and everything. Next on, this is just a number that how many numbers of the peoples were participated. So around 452 people have participated in the last 2023 activity in various virtuals and the regional and the physical workshops. So our gender ratio is almost balanced between the males and females, and If we see the feedback ratio, then almost 98% are quite satisfied with the overall content or the approach, whatever we have presented, what we are here conducting the training and exercises that specifically that designed for the BTR or the NDC tracking and the greenhouse gas inventory. So overall, we have conducted 9 webinar workshops, 7 in-country support activity, and the 3 quality reviews also. So these are the summary of the activities that we have conducted. This is not for particular one country, but it's a regional activity that we have conducted for the Asia region. So we have started in the last year in January with the capacity need assessment survey, which we have filled, and we have presented this result in the our inception workshop also. Then we have done a 3 virtual webinar with the Singapore, Malaysia, and the Bangladesh. Then we have a second half, we have focused on the NDC tracking part, where we have introduced to all of you with the what is the NDC tracking and how you can report it in the BTR. And then we have also conducted the physical workshop in South Korea, where almost many of you have participated. So thank you for that also. And if we go for the national activity, that's called also the in-country support activities. So in the 2023, we have received requests from the Mongolia, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and the terms of support that we have provided, it's like Mongolia, we have done a very good review of their national inventory report and the BUR. So before submitting to the UNFCCC, they want to do some quality check of their reports. So it's really useful for them, and our feedback is our feedback is improve their reporting in terms of UNFCCC. So because you are know that BUR will go through ICA process. So I think in the next session, our Mongolian people will tell you that what is their experience, and also not Mongolia, but India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka is also here. So they will share about their experience, about what they have learned from us, what are their expectation, either they have achieved or there are still improvement, or we can still improve after the listening. So this is the introduction overview of that, what are activities we have carried out. So these are some pictures of that activities that we have carried out. So the first picture is not a Photoshop picture. We are not only doing the presentation in the conference hall. We will also go outside whenever we conduct the virtual physical workshop. So just let you know and keep you interested in our future workshop. We will also do some outskirt activities, whatever, wherever we are. Yeah, so these are the some smiling faces from the virtual webinars. And also for the knowledge product, we will are conducting some timely producing some reports or some leaflets or brochures which can be useful for you. So initially we have conducted the assessment. That result of that assessment are available on the our climate transparency platform. Recently we have developed the good practice series on the transparency, where we have showcased the example from the Bangladesh. They have very good climate change MRV system developed under the CBIT project. So all these materials are available on the climate transparency platform. Most of you are aware about that platform, but if you are not, then in the next slide, I will also give you the link of that platform and how to register and everything. So yeah, so this is the platform that we have launched in the June session in 2023. And I think some of you have already logged in or registered on this platform, but if you are a new, then I will give you quick introduction. This platform is provided the all overall activity that we are carried out over the 10 networks, not only for the Asia. So you can see the red box where you can register as if you are a country project focal point or a CBIT project manager or coordinator, or whatever role you have. You just have to select the role, give the information of names and everything, and email ID, and then you can access the all the contents of this platform. We just after the registration, we just have to approve your login mapped ID, and then you can access, and all the activities like today's activity are already on the event and pages, where you can quickly go and just download the agenda and all the presentation that we have. So courses, today's presentation are also available on that website. So not only for all the events, all kind of knowledge product that are creating by our partners, and also the our network coordinators are out there. There is also the community where you can chat and we can discuss everything. So if you have not used this platform, please take as much as advantage of this. The link is below, www.climate-transparency-platform. So please take advantage of this. And yeah, so here is the beautiful small team of us, which are continuously supporting the all the which are sitting in the Copenhagen and supporting all the global network 150 developing countries. So please feel free to contact any of them, and we are happy to support you. So this is the end of the my first slide of the presentation, and I will go next for the Mentimeter. But the Mentimeter survey, I think I have already shared when I sent the first initial email, and I am very glad to see that almost 35 people have already given their feedback on the Mentimeter survey. So if you have joined today and if you are earlier not connected, then this is the you can also now join through Mentimeter, but if you have already given your vote and you have answered some question, then you don't have to log in again. But this is for the people, those who are not joined, not given the feedback initially. So you can just scan this code, or you can just open the www.menti.com and just enter this code. You can start voting. Just question, there are around 7-8 questions. Just give your vote, whatever is your thinking. By that time, I will start giving the introduction of what the answer I have received in the last 2 weeks. So those people are, let me post this link in the chat box so you can continue to vote on the. Okay, the link is in the chat box. If you have already answered, then no need to worry. This is for the people, those who have not filled this Mentimeter survey before joining the meeting. So let me show the result of this Mentimeter. Okay, so our questions in that Mentimeter survey are especially that have you participated in the activity of CBIT-GSP? So around 35 people has participated. 35 people has answered the most of the questions. So this is the result of that Mentimeter. And you can see that around 28 people has already participated either in the more than 3 activities or less than 3 activities, but there are still 11 people who has not participated. So I can understand that there are some new people, and we have also conducted trainings with the Bhutans and Sri Lanka, Nepal, and I know that there are some new people those who have joined the Environment Ministry as a consultant, because the CBIT project and the BTR project has now started and they are recruiting the people. So maybe you are new, then this is I can see the number. And the second question is, if yes, you have you used the knowledge and skill acquired from the CBIT? So those trainings, workshop, presentation material that we have provided in the last year. So 14 people has informed that they have used at a great extent. So thank you so much for that. This is a really helpful for us, and also the satisfaction for us that at least some people are get support from our activity. It's not like we are doing and doing and people are not learning, but your vote or your answer for this Mentimeter told us that. So these are the summary of all the answers. So we asked that have you asked the knowledge and skill acquired from the CBIT-GSP activity, and if yes, how have you used your knowledge and skill that you have achieved through our support activities? So people are saying that they are developing transparency framework. That's very good that you have to you have to develop some roadmap or something plan for implementing the ETF. So that's a good thing. And I can see that there are more inputs about the NDC because we have conducted one big workshop on the NDC, and people are great, greatly satisfied that workshop because we have conducted all the kind of exercises and we have tried to give us some more real experience about how to fill the CTF tables. So I can see that there are input about identifying the tracking NDC indicator. Yes, it's useful for them. They have also started preparation of NDC tracking chapter with after the training that they got from us. and they use it for to create a awareness among their colleague, also for the preparing the CRT and CTF table. So yeah, these are the all. And one I find this one is I like really. So they one of the participant told that NDC tracking activity were crucial in designing and improving the upcoming NDC. So uh, I really like that. So because 2025 is the next NDC cycle and where we have to submit. So our NDC workshop told people to that what could be the NDC target that you could put in your country's NDC. Either it is a smart or it is a measurable, or how you can measure. If you don't have a data, it is a quantifier or it is a not quantitative target or what. So this is a very good response I got. And also to design the CBIT project activity. So most of the countries have started the CBIT project activity in the last year. So and they can, if they are preparing, if they are stage on where they are preparing the proposal, our trainings helpful for them. So thank you. And this is just a snapshot of the what you guys have wrote on the Mentimeter survey. So thank you for everything, and thank you this for the input. So it's really helpful for to enhance our support activity. The second question is about what did you like particular in support activities? So people saying that overall approach, the exercises that we have put in our workshops, also the webinars, also the in-person workshop are, of course, it's more effective compared to the virtual, and the lesson learned and exchange webinar. Yeah, that's a good thing. Also about the information about NDC tracking, information also about the MPGs and what are the reporting. So we have also conducted and developed one small Excel based tool, which I have shared with almost all of you. So I hope that it's useful for you and understand what are the reporting requirement under the ETF, specifically the CRTs and CTF. And yeah, and the one good thing is the presentation content are really liked by some country, some participants. So thank you. These are the snapshot of the your feedback. So next is how can we improve our support activities? So here we receive that suggestion, or we can say what we have to improve in the 2024. So more physical workshop instead of online. Okay, more in-depth activity. Yes, more trainings. Yes, mutual learning with country. Yeah, that's a very good thing. And also the capacity building in the data analysis. Yeah, so data management is also come out as a major challenge for the in the CG survey also. So I can understand the for the Asia region, it's a kind of a challenge for the BTR. Of course, and also the practical involvement through different activities, more publication, in-person participation. So there is a actually a two mismatch between some person are saying that more physical workshop instead of online, while some are saying that in-person participation is not possible for everyone. Because when we conduct the regional workshop, yeah, we can say understand that there are limitation of participant from either 3, 4, 5 something, but not more than. But for the in country, there is of course chances. So if we are not able to conduct the gather the more people, then of course online is a better. And financial support to more participants. Yeah, so that's also that we have received, but uh, unfortunately we can't provide the funding. But instead of funding, we can provide the more technical support. So that's our main objective. So these are the feedbacks or snapshot of the pictures or feedback on the question that on the Mentimeter do you have. So do you have any other feedback for the activities in the Asia Transparency Network that we have conducted in 2023? So I have not received more response, but this some responses are that more country specific training and extend the timing, logistic and other thing, great activities. So thank you for that also. And the I think last two questions. So do you have any suggestion for the upcoming activities? So here we want to learn about the what are your expectation for 2024 activities, and I hear that BTR experience training to understand unit triple C guideline. Yeah, so MPGs and the CRTs and CTF everything I can understand. Intensive technical support. Yes, thank you. Support in development of NC and BTR. Yeah, that's the main challenge for now for the all our developing countries. Training on NDC tracking and projection. Yeah, projection is a new part for all of us. So until we are not reporting, but now we have to report under the NDC. Workshop to understand the transparency tools. Okay, that's a new thing that I learned. And also I got a response about the Article 6. So I think 3 or 4 people have specifically mentioned that we need training for Article 6 reporting and carbon market and methodology for carbon pricing. So I can understand there are new interests about the people or maybe some part of the reason that are interested in Article 6. So also thank you. And hands-on training to understand the annexure. Yeah, so yes, so CRTs and CTA of the MPGs and share the best practice. Thank you for your all suggestion. We will take care of this in the our 2024 work activity and whatever we are planning to do in the 2024, either in form of webinars, workshop. Yeah, so this is the answers or feedback that I got through a Mentimeter. And the last few question about the climate transparency platform, and around 30 people has voted that. So half of them are already interacted, but half of them they are not. So if you are not, then we will request you to please use this platform. It's a very good platform, and just you have to register, and all the content will be freely available. So please take as much advantage of this platform. And some of them, those who are we already using, they find quite useful. You can see it here that 13 people had voted that they find highly useful this platform. So please take as much advantage of this platform. And yeah, so this is the end of the our Mentimeter survey. So if you people are keep still voting on the Mentimeter, you can do it, and this link are available to you. So it's available for today also and tomorrow also. So you can play. We request you to just vote, and your feedback will improve our activity. We can understand what is the exactly requirement, what are the expectation, and how can we improve our support. So in the now, I will close it here, and for the next round, we are hearing about the countries, those were quite actively involved with us, where we have actively supported, conducted the trainings, workshop, either in the form of in-country, virtual, or whatever that we have done. So I have showed that in the last slide that Nepal, Bhutan, Mongolia, India, Sri Lanka are the countries that we have supported some kind of as much whatever we can do. So I would like to hear from these countries that what are their experience to work with this CBIT. So CBIT-GSP. So these are the questions. So uh, on these two questions we will discuss, and we would love to hear from the 5 countries: Mongolia, Bhutan, India, Sri Lanka, and the Nepal. So without wasting time, I think I will start with the Mongolia. So I can request my dear friend Underma to share her experience about the CBIT-GSP activity. We are quietly engageful with this Mongolia, and I think throughout the year we have virtually and connected. So thank you for trust. Thank you for giving a trust on you, and believe on us that we can support you, and please share your experience. Yeah. So uh,
thank you. Can you hear me?
yes, and
Okay.
I can.
So, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Onderma Huruspatar. So I work as a project coordinator for the project called National Communications and Biennial Update Report, which is the second one and the fourth national communication. So it is my great pleasure to be here to discuss about Mongolia's experience with the collaboration and the support from the CBIT-GSP initiative and also the UNEP Copenhagen Climate Center colleagues. So before I go through the details of how Mongolia's reporting project was supported and enhanced our national reports, I would like to provide you a little bit of background on how Mongolia is making an effort to the global goal and current situation. So since Mongolia's ratification of the UNFCCC, Mongolia has submitted 4 reports and intended national determined contribution and NDC in 2020. So currently, the project I'm coordinating is in charge of the second national inventory and second BUR and fourth national communication. So far we have successfully submitted our NIR2 and BUR2. And the previous one was in 2017. And so according to the question, so Asia Transparency Network activities with, as Jay Paul mentioned in his presentation, we have participated in 2 in-person training. The one was in Singapore in March, and the second one was in Seoul, Korea, the last September in 2023. And I think these in-person trainings were very fruitful and supported us, and gave us an opportunity to share our experience with our colleagues, the other countries as well, in Asian countries. And also, the CBIT initiative itself is, already organized, and the as a project, in the shape of project, it is completed. The phase 1 of the CBIT project was completed in Afolo sector. So this benefited our country in the agriculture sector, greenhouse gas inventory, specific data, and some data regulations as well. And of course, there are incomplete matters under this project, but we are still continuing this initiative to implement the phase 2 of the CBIT project in other sector. But the phase 1 was only in Afolo sector, but this time it covers the capacity building, capacity development activity under the NDC all sectors. So I think this point is really important. And also on quality assurance and QA/QC process is very important step in national reporting system, especially in BUR and National Inventory Report. So GSP colleagues and Copenhagen Center colleagues very well cooperated and collaborated with us. And from our side, the National Greenhouse Gas Inventory team, 4 of us, we have cooperated and exchanged our data and activities, reports, and in very timely manner, our colleagues supported us with some feedbacks on our reports. So based on that, for example, we could improve the notation keys and some specific things, issues that should be considered. We improved that and submitted our report. And hopefully this result can also support us in the upcoming, in the 6 months, right? Upcoming ICA process. So we are very looking forward to that process. But of course, yeah, there are some specific things that we should consider in the future as well. So on the last but not least, on the second question, so areas of improvement in next year would be, I'm not sure it can be included in this support program, but as I when we come back from the trainings and contacted with the colleagues and exchanged our ideas, so what we can see is about the NDC tracking, which the results will be included in the BTR result. So it's gonna be a bit of a problem on a national level, because it's not only about GHG inventory specialists are going to work on these things and report it alone as a team, and then send it to the UNFCCC, but it's covering all of the NDC sectors. But what we are experiencing currently as a problem is the other sector in Mongolia, the ministries, those NDC focal points in the other sector, they are constantly being changed, so the capacity is not reaching that level to track individually in each sector. So I think mainstreaming into other sector and try to engage other sector officials into this capacity building activities would be beneficial to not only to Mongolia, but to the other countries who are on the edge to track the NDC and submit their BTR within the December. And also, he mentioned, Jaipal mentioned about Article 6 and carbon market. So in Mongolia, currently, people's interest, public interest on carbon market and carbon crediting is increasing. But at the same time, like an NDC tracking, so we have to really understand the background information, background science of the carbon crediting and allocation. So how the overall idea is to reduce the carbon emission reduction, carbon dioxide emission reduction, and to contribute the global stock take. So we have to really understand whether it's tradable or non-tradable, how we can contribute to the global efforts. So I think these areas are not being covered currently. So yeah, I think that's all I can say for now. And yeah, I think I took 8 minutes. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andarma, for greatly say about the overall activity that we have conducted and what is your experience with CBIT-GSP. So we are quietly humbled by your presence, and thank you for believing in us for all the activities. So next is our colleagues from the India. So I will request Sri Ajay Raghav from the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change. So there is already a holiday in the India, but thank you for joining today, even during the holiday. So yeah, so yes, your floor is to you. Yes.
Okay. Thank you to Jaipal and colleagues for organizing this important meeting. I think it is very good always to take feedback of where we are and give a brief outlook of what you have achieved under this project during the last year. I think this is a very good and needed efforts which is required at this stage, because as we all know, that we are now entering into the phase of implementation of the Paris Agreement and reporting of the new greenhouse gas inventory in the form of the BTRs. So it's a big transition for developing countries because it is an enhanced transparency framework for us. Developed countries have been reporting in their BRs and annual GHG inventories in a more detailed fashion, which I think, and they have been also using the reporting tools, which were almost similar to what we now want to achieve. So it's a big enhancement for developing countries, and these kind of support programs, which CBIT-GSP program is I think is a useful effort in this direction. As far as India has concerned, as Jaipal had just mentioned, I work for the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in the climate change team, and responsible for the reporting under the convention as well as the Paris Agreement. So India has so far submitted 3 national communications and 3 biennial update reports. All the biennial update reports have undergone the ICA process. The last one was in the Glasgow during the COP26. Now, our CBIT project as well as the BTR project have started late, but India has been doing some preparatory work for these projects for some time. So we have started very recently, but we are hoping that we will be able to meet the deadlines of submitting the last BUR also as per the requirement under the 18 CMA1, as well as the BTR, which is going to be submitted as per the new MPG guidelines. So our target year is this year that we will be able to. So our number of institutions which are working with us have already started working on this in this idea. Last BUR will have the inventory of 2020 as and for the BTR, we are aiming for giving the inventory for 2022. Now, this is very important, and we got the support from Jaipal in terms of our latest national communication, which was submitted in the very recently during the COP28 Dubai, in Dubai on 9th December. So we submitted a third national communication which contained the inventory for 2019. So it is among one of the latest inventories by any developing countries that we are almost updated in terms of the inventories. Hopefully, we will be giving 2020 inventory this year. Earlier in the first part of the year, and in the second part, the 2022 inventory through the BTR. So this is our plan. We got the support in terms of the inventory chapter, which was written in the third national communication, which had inventory for 2019. We have already moved into 2006 IPCC national inventory guidelines in most of the categories and subcategories. So we will carry this experience into the BTR reporting in this year. So that support was well accepted, and we hope that this support will continue. As per our experience, we have seen that now the developing countries have to report at the same level, because these are common MPG guidelines, same level as the developed countries. So this is a big transition for all of us. And I think such kind of initiatives in which we are not even learning from the experts, but we are also learning from each other's experience. I think this is very important. So I think the both offline and online trainings and workshops and conferences are very important, and they should continue, as has been also been mentioned by others and also in the presentation. This also helps to actually give an opportunity to the experts who will be actually working on these reports to interact and see how other countries are doing, what are the areas of improvement, how we can learn from other countries' past experience in terms of what the developed countries have done or what they have not able to do, so that we have advantage in the sense that we are leapfrogging, so we can learn from the mistakes of some of the developed countries which could not do those things. So I think one of the expectations for India is that under the CBIT project, which we are now doing, we will be establishing the national inventory management systems, a formal one. We already have a system which is working well in the institution network. We have number of institutions which work with the Ministry of Environment. We are at the national level, but there are different specialized agencies which work for different categories of the greenhouse gases. But there is a scope for improvement, and that is very important. We also want to give the most updated information. Previously, we were doing 4-year-old inventory, but now we have to give 2-year-old inventory. So it requires a lot of efforts. So in this, because our frequency of reporting will increase, our scope will increase. So we thought that we should have a more formal national inventory management system, more which is based on the software and an online platform. So this is what we have planned under the CBIT project, which we got funding very recently. So we hope that in the next 1 year, we are able to set up this system. So we would like to get some support on this in terms of how some of the other countries have developed this, what are their experience. And because this is very important, because so far we have been reporting our giving our reports in terms of a PDF. which is uploaded on the UNFCCC website, whether it is a national communication or the biennial update report. But now, as per the new guidelines and 5 CMA 3, we all have to not only give the report, but we also have to have electronic transfer of the data of the greenhouse gases inventory, the NDC tracking, as well as the support information. So all those tables which Jaipal mentioned are very important, and this is something which we have to do. So our NIMS have to support that electronic transfer of data, so that these data can be then put into the ETF tools, which the UNFCCC is going to launch. The final version of it supposed to be launched by June of this year. So we have very time constraints now, tight schedules. So we would expect under this project, the developing countries should share their experience, should tell where this can be improved, or if they have implemented, they can give us some information on the case studies and how and what difficulties they are facing. I know ETF tools are under development. There have been some versions which have been released, which countries are giving feedback to. We will continue to give our feedbacks. We are also looking forward to the IPCC releasing more updates of their GHG inventory software. Earlier, there were some difficulties which have been highlighted to them in terms of certain implementation bottlenecks on implementation of the IPCC software. But I'm told, and I have also attended the IPCC meetings where the TFI has reported that they are improving, and they have already released some modules which are compatible, which they are saying that it is compatible to the UNFCCC software. I think during this year, all these developments will happen. So this project should help the developing countries in learning from using these software systems, learning how ETF tools have to be filled, and the national inventory management system. So I think this is something which is expected, and we would, as we have done, like to continue giving good quality reports and also improve further. So without taking much time, I would stop here. And once again, thank you to the organizers for giving India this opportunity. And we look forward further for the cooperation. Unfortunately, I have some other meetings tied up just starting in 3 minutes time. And then there are other meetings later on. So I would like to excuse from this meeting, but I look forward to the proceedings of the rest of the meetings, and will be in touch with you and others in this who are present in this meeting. So thank you, Jaipal, for giving me this opportunity, and we would continue to cooperate in this very important area. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Raghava, even on joining on the holiday and on your tight schedule. And also thank you so much for clearly define all the objectives of the India, and also with appreciate our support that you got from in the last year and also for the 2024. Thank you so much. So next, I think my colleague is from Bhutan is now out of the meeting, but he will join soon. So maybe I can take the Sri Lanka, then Nepal, and then I think Bhutan. So I will request Sri Lanka. So I think Miss Ambika is here from the Ministry of Environment, and I would request her to share her experience with the CBIT-GSP. And thank you for Sri Lanka to actively consulted us and also actively participated with us. So thank you, and please, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jaipal. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to all distinguished participants and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I appreciate the the Asia Transparency Network giving this opportunity to share the experience of training conducted for Sri Lanka on countries' readiness for the BTR. So I am Ambika Tenokon, Environment Management Officer of the Climate Change Secretariat of Ministry of Environment Sri Lanka. So actually we had a training with the Asia Transparency Network on 25th October 2023 virtually. So there was a 21 participants from the most GHG emission and removal and NDC tracking related government institutions participated. So especially this program aimed to familiarize the participants with the MRV arrangement under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, as well as the Enhanced Transparency Framework under the Paris Agreement. So further, that training was understood how to utilize the reporting formats such as common reporting tables and common tabular format and available flexibility provisions for the developing country like Sri Lanka. So it was a good opportunity to all the experts and newcomers to know the related formats and reporting guidelines. The participant from Sri Lanka were able to get general understanding on the UNFCCC and the Paris Agreement to this reporting process. So as many of them were new to this reporting process, formats and also the MPGs. So this program was conducted giving us specific teams for very short time. So there are some specific teams also, new teams. It's good to say that all necessary aspects of these training programs were covered and within the 2.5 hours. So I think Mr. Jaipal, coordinator, I thanks also Mr. Jaipal. He is the coordinator of this program and developed the concept on behalf of our country. Thank you very much, Jaipal, and your teams supported us to successful workshop. However, this program is not enough to understand the new participants. So therefore, Sri Lanka would like to suggest CBIT-GSP for year 2024 to conduct a capacity building on transparency in comprehensive and detailed manner to few days. Because workshop for the official who engage in participating in first BTR, which will be submitted end of this year. So we need to build their capacities also. Furthermore, we are implementing CBIT project for FLU sector. Now is implementing under the Ministry of Environment Sri Lanka. So this project also help to stakeholders to identify some comprehensive capacity building for FLU sector, especially for GHG inventory calculations and NDC tracking for FLU sector. This project also help finally support to help the enhanced transparency framework for FLU sector and also the MRV system. Actually, this I have to participate to the workshop on in Korea on the NDC tracking for mitigation sector. This workshop actually most help for me to get some knowledge on the NDC tracking for mitigation sector, especially for calculating GHG achievements of nationally determined contribution. Now we are also developing our BTR process. So during that periods also I have to engage with that some of activity. Those the information and knowledge gained from this CBIT transparency framework also help for me to develop that BTR process and engaging with those activities. Actually, I am also responsible for preparing in national communication and BTRs, also CBIT project. So most of the knowledge gained from and skills learned from that during that training, capacity building, and some workshops would help for me. And as well as I am also teach them, some of them, our colleagues, to share the knowledge gained with those programs. Actually, thank you very much, Chaipal, and the organizers to giving this opportunity to share some ideas with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambika, for quite in brief. You have covered all the 2023 activity and also your expectation for 2024. So I will not leave you. I will get back to you soon for the next support activity. So thank you so much for the believing us and trusting us. So next, without wasting time, let me go through my neighbor country, Nepal. So I think Mr. Rajan is here. He is a CBIT project manager and supporting Nepal to start the CBIT activity and specifically to capacity building activities specifically for Nepal. So yeah, Rajan, please, thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you, Zaipal. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, thank you very much for providing this opportunity to share some of our key engagement and experience working with the CBIT GSP. So 2023 was a really good period for us, like in terms of our engagement with the CBIT GSP, and also at the meantime implementing some of the project activity related to BUR, BTR, and CBIT. So we actually, Nepal participated, I think, most of the webinar and the workshops that was organized by CBIT-GSP, with the objective to get first-hand knowledge and information so that we could implement that or undertake those learnings to implement our project activity effectively. And there was a participation from Ministry of Forest and Environment during that in-person workshop held in Korea last year, and from that we got a good knowledge, especially in tracking NDC, and that will be surely helpful for us in tracking the NDC implementation in Nepal. So apart from that, I also like to acknowledge the regular support from Jaipal, especially during organizing a site event at COP28, because at that time we were struggling to get appropriate resource person for the site event that was particularly designed for the reporting Nepal initiatives on GHG emission. So I really appreciate and thank Jaipal for his contribution and also supporting me throughout that process in organizing the site event. So apart from that, since I'm the in charge for CBIT project in Nepal, so we are still working in a preparatory work, especially designing the concepts and also preparing for hiring the consultant and also designing some project briefs and all. But looking to the broader objective of our project, we are focusing to establish one systematic MRP system so that we could have a comprehensive reporting mechanism, or so that we could also report the emission and removal of GHG. And at the meantime, we are also looking forward to establish institutional arrangement for the effective reporting and communication. And the last, we are also focusing on a smooth or effective tracking of NDC. So we are very much hopeful that in coming days as well, we will get a similar kind of support and contributions from CBIT GSP. And looking towards the second question, I don't have much to say about the improvement part, but from our point of view or from our perspective, I think we really need your support in organizing hands-on training. Some of the activities that is already included in our plan as well, but if there are such programs that is already been in plan from CBIT GSP, then it will be very much helpful for us to be a part of that programs, because next 9-10 months is very crucial for us, because in next 9-10 months, like we have to prepare first BUR, first BTR, and we are also aiming to establish a comprehensive MRP system in Nepal. So to accomplish those tasks on time and very smoothly and effectively, I think your support will be very crucial. And we are always there to collaborate and cooperatively working together with you. So thank you, Jayapal, and the team GSP for your regular support and guidance. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Rajan, for your kind words. It's really great to work with you, and we are happy to even work for the future activities. So please let us know anytime or whatever is your support. We are we are just a distance from you, so just one email and one message is enough for me to support you. Uh, I think my friend is from the Bhutan, Sonam is here. Sonam, can you hear me? Let me see the list of participants. Sonam is not here. I think Rinchen, can you speak uh, if you are in a good connection? Until we receive communication from the Bhutan. So let me also tell you that for the next session, we are doing another round of Mentimeter. So first, let me delete the earlier link. So this is a different one. So don't use that one. And now I am posting another link. So based on this Mentimeter, we will just do a discussion. And this, I think for this Mentimeter question, I think all of you are most interested to know about what is going in the other countries, what is the status of BTR, what are the challenges they are facing. So it's quite useful. So we will run the Mentimeter and we will also discuss the answers that we have received from you. So let me post the link of the Mentimeter and stop sharing this last guiding question. Yeah, so I have posted the link in the Mentimeter. So if I am not receiving the Bhutan, maybe I can take later on after in the last session where we are also hearing from you that what are your expectations for the 2024. So maybe at that time I can take the Bhutan. But let's start the Mentimeter. Please just click the link in the chat box or let me share the QR code also. It will be useful for you to just scan through a mobile. Okay, so the code is 626106338. Just type www.menti.com and enter the code, or also I have pasted the link in the chat box. So just click on that link and you will be able to access the Mentimeter survey. I think I am receiving already the answers. So let me share the screen. Don't worry, you will also keep looking. The barcode will continue to on the screen, so you will scan and use that. Yeah, so the first question. Okay. Suzanne, I think I can't present. Maybe you can with your account.
Let me check what is the issue and go on presenter mode. Let me check.
No, because I have reached the limit of the participant.
I'm so sorry. Let me check.
Or maybe you can just move this from my folder to your, and then you can present.
I can maybe do that. Yeah, it's just move it.
It's a country's BTR preparation status.
Yes. So let me put it see the GSP webinars. Apologies for that, colleagues. I've moved it now to CBIT-GSP webinars. I don't know if you want to share, or otherwise I can present as you like.
Yeah, you please share, because I got a limit to maximum number. Yeah, so the code is the same and the link is also the same. So
okay, so let me then move to the first slide.
Yeah. So please stay here. So our first question is what is the status of your country's readiness for its first BTR? So I will wait some time because I see that there are only 16 participants. So I will request everyone to click the link on the chat box, or you can also see the barcode on this slide. You can just scan, or if you can just type the menti.com, www.menti.com, and just enter the code. We have around 7 to 8 questions, so I will request to everyone to please use the Menti. It's really useful for all of us to see what is going on in other countries. We will also see in the next question that what are the challenges that we are facing, and after the result we can, of course, one of my objective for the 2024 is to conduct the mutual learning. So your feedback will be really useful to, we can do some mutual learning experience with some countries, those who are already working in the BTR and those who are planning for BTR. It's really useful for all of them. So I would request everyone to please join the Mentimeter. It's really easy. You just have to click the link and just have to vote for, just like click on the one button and then move to the next question. So I can see there are 20 questions, and you can see that 4 people are not aware about that, but at least project has approved in the 473. So around 15 participants are saying that it's already BTR is already in progress. And only 2 participants are there that they have applied for the project but waiting for the approval from the JEP. But I would request those countries, those got the approval from the JEP, start as much as soon possible the activity under the BTR. So I think, yeah, so 4 participants told that they have approved but yet to start. But the good thing is 7 and 3 are already progress. 7 people are saying that project started, work has been allocated to the, I think, other institutions, stakeholders, or universities or agencies, those who are supporting the countries to preparation of the BTR, or maybe earlier NC and the there are around 40 participants, but I am seeing only 21. So request everyone to just click the link in the chat box. If you are facing any difficulty, just let me know. Those who are already online, they can continue to answer the next questions. Okay, Susan, maybe the next slide you can go.
Yes.
Yeah, so the next and the most interesting question. Will your country able to submit your BTR by the end of 24? Of course, this is your personal opinion, I can understand, but as you are working with your environment department, you have some idea. But I am happy to see that only 3 participants saying that are very unlikely. But the 10 are somewhat likely and 6 are very likely. So thank you for that. And I think for this, those who are want to submit, we are here to support you. So do not hesitate to contact us. Whatever is your request, like this earlier countries, those presented, Nepal, Bhutan, India, Mongolia, they just send me one message on the WhatsApp that this is the requirement. I just started working on them. Then I request one email that just send me one email. This is the support request. Even I prepared that email and they send it to me, and just we start the work activity. We develop the concept and agenda, and then we discuss that what is the expectation and what should be covered in the training workshop, and then processes move on. So the first step is that you have to just let me know what is your request. Maybe we are, even if you are not aware that what is your support request, we can have a bilateral discussion. I am doing that in the last 2-3 weeks. I am conducting the bilateral meetings with the countries, and some of you are already okay. So I can got one more response. So 22 are the online. So this is the quite feedback from our neighbor countries that we are ready to submit the BTR by the end of 2024. This is the year for the BTR submission, and we are here to support you. So thank you for letting us know that you want to submit, at least you are giving a try to submit the BTR in this year. So we can go to the next question, is the what degree of flexibility do you want to employ for your first BTR? So those who are not aware about the flexibility provisions, it's under the MPGs, modality procedures and guidelines, where developing countries has some kind of flexibility provisions are available. Let me give you one example, like for the inventory, each country has to submit the inventory data up to 2022 in the first BTR, means in this year. But if you are planning to use the flexibility, you can submit by 2021. So you have a 1 year of flexibility. So like this, there are lots of different kinds of flexibility provision are available. Small island countries and the least developed countries has a more option of the flexibility provision. So yeah, so maybe you are unaware about this flexibility provision word, but so I can see in the answer that 12 people are saying they're not sure yet, but I am happy to see there is a no. So of course you can use it, and later on when you submit the second and the third BTR, you can gradually move towards the transparent system and removing the flexibility provision from the BTRs, and then yeah. So it's a gradual process, and each country are standing on a different point. So our target is to reach as a one accurate, transparent reporting. So we will reach there. Okay, so let me go to the next question. And I think this where I want to receive the what is the challenge? And I receive a 15 response, so I will request some more responses for better clarity and also for the to understand the where we even CBIT-GSP and also the other organizers, those who are supporting the Asian countries and also the developing countries, where they should have to focus. So the MOS data collection, it's also reflects on the UNFCCC survey. Technical capacity as the BTR team is small. Yeah, that's also the common in the Asian countries. We have a small team and we have to work, and even BUR, BTR and NC on the same report, the same team is working. So yeah, that's the challenge. And the tracking process, yeah. So institutional arrangement, yeah, I think Rajan has also mentioned that institutional arrangement is one of the most important. And if you have not a proper setup, then it's the first step that you have to start working on that. Yeah, maybe Susan, you can go down. No, yeah. Yeah, so technical capacity and the consolidated final target for BTR for all sector data collection, limited time. Yeah, that's is one of the challenge, technical capacity and availability of data. So I can see the data, and in my work plan, I have also included about the data management. I will let you know in the next presentation. So our next question is about the what is the okay. This looks good. So crucial support that country require in order to BTR deadline. Capacity building, that's the main word that I can see in all the words. Data management, institution arrangement, then the institution arrangement, technical support, hands-on training, CTF table. Yeah. So yeah, so 29 responses mostly about the capacity building, hands-on training. And the data is, I think, is the most important, MPGs, CRTs, and CTF tables. So if anyone has anything you are not able to answer through Menti, and if you want to speak, just unmute and speak. It's not like I am presenting something, but I'm just showing the result of the Mentimeter that those you guys are saying on, and we can see the result on the screen. Okay, the next, I think only 2 questions. So next is the so the good pie chart. Is your country planning to prepare a roadmap? So there is a one tool. If you are not aware, then let me give me a 1 minute to introduce. There is a one tool, BTR roadmap tool, which is developed by the PATPA and the FAO, and we are all together supporting to countries to fill this tool, use this tool. This tool give you the idea of that what is the timeline or what is the capacity building or what is the challenge that you are facing in preparation of the BTR. So this tool is divided in the 3 or 4 stages where they ask particular question about the particular section, like what is your manpower, what is the team status, what is the institution arrangement, specifically for the inventory, NDC, adaptation, mitigation, everything. And when we answer this some kind of question, and then at the end of it create a one kind of roadmap. It will show that from now, if you are start working, it will take around 1 year or 1.5 years. And in 1.5 years, particular this area which will be need more time. So it will be give you more clear, precise information or give you more clarity. What is the challenge? What is the capacity building requirement for you? So CBIT-GSP are available to you. If you are interested, we are happy to support you. It will not take a much time. We can start by introduction, and I will give you I can fill the information during even our virtual meeting. And then later on, we can more strengthen the whatever the output that we receive from this tool, and we can identify this is the capacity building requirement that we have focused first. We can prioritize. So this tool is important, and I can see that 8 people has requested support from CBIT-GSP. So thank you for that also. And the last question is the any transparency practice that are worth sharing with other countries. Yeah, so I have experience in the last 2023 that we are not quite good in sharing some, because there are even we have some good practice, but there are people are shy, or you can say the people who have created that they are left the institution or the organization, so you are not able to share. But I know that there are some good practices, like here I can see the national planning process. Okay. The question is about what are the transparency practices that are worth sharing. Like if we see the Thailand has a good inventory management system that they have developed with Australia. Philippines also has a good inventory management system also. Our colleague Indonesia, Malaysia, these are quite advanced country. So maybe we can learn something from that. They have some specific uh, activity, or you can say like Bangladesh in the CBIT project, they have done very good work. They have developed the MRV system and also the platform for the all the transparency stakeholder. So this is the kind of the good case studies that could be useful for the other countries. So that's the aim objective of this question. Yeah, so this is the last question, and if anyone has any question on this question, or if you have any feedback, please feel free to share. Yes, Sujan, you can stop sharing. Yeah. So I will wait 1 or 2 minutes. So if you guys have any question related to this Mentimeter question or any feedback, and this is just a discussion session, please feel free to speak anything or request or understand everything. After that, I will present something about our work plan, that the tentative work plan that I have developed after the bilateral meeting with all of you. I have a very good meeting with the, I think 9 to 10 Asian countries, where they have discussed, and we have discussed what could be a support activity that we can plan either through a regional workshop or maybe some in-country workshop. So I will request everyone to stay here. At least at the end, I will say more about the regional workshop that we are planning. So those who are stay till the end, those who get benefited about the workshop. So we have planned 2 workshops, but I will tell you at the end, because I also will, the last part of the Menti we will conduct in the add-on. We also need feedback about this webinar also. So I can see there is no hand raised. So let me move to the next part. So I think in 10-15 minutes, I will show you what is the work plan that we are planning, what is our activity for the 2024. as I already informed that the greenhouse gas inventory is the key theme for 2024, and we have almost focused on that. But there are also some other areas which could be interested for you, as like Article 6 was mentioned in the Mentimeter by I think 3 or 4 participants. So let's present me the annual work plan for the CBIT-GSP Transparency Network. Okay, let me open the presentation. Okay, so the objective of this presentation is to let you know that what we have developed, the work plan that may be supported to globally, regionally, or maybe a national activity. So the approach is that we develop the work plan after the discussion with some countries, those who tell us that this is the process, or this is the challenge that we are facing, or what are the projects, or where they are currently working. Either they are preparing BURs or BTR or NC, everything. And we also done some online meetings and also the desktop study with all the countries to understand their reports. So the work plan is a live document that I want to inform you. It's not like the fix that we have fixed. These are the support activity that we are doing. We can, of course, can change it whenever we receive the ad hoc request from all of you. So don't consider that this is the final work plan that I have created. Now there is no chance for the improvement, but it's a continuous document and we will continue to improve it. So after the presenting my workshop, and if you think that there should be one other activity on this topic, please let us know. We are happy to accommodate that. And the area is we have planned about the one global transparency forum, which will plan to conduct in the second quarter of the 2024, where we invite our CBIT-GSP focal point to come and discuss what is your experience about the preparation of BTR, what are the challenges, anything that related to the implementation of the ETF. And of course, greenhouse gas inventory is the key theme for 2024, where we focus most of our activities with all the sectors of the inventory and also the component that are related to greenhouse gas inventory. A series of webinar that this is the new thing that we are planning for 2024, and we are planning for the adaptation reporting in the BTR. So some of you are specific experts for the adaptation. This is for you. We are planning around 4 or 5 sessions of the BTR adaptation reporting. So we will let you know whenever we are planning the dates and timing. Will inform you through email. And also the mutual learning session that I told you that I want to share with all of you, that maybe some good practice case study from you, or maybe some experience of working with either the Article 6, QA/QC, NDC tracking, or data management, anything. We can do that. So I will also request you, if you are interested in mutual learning session, please send me an email. The paragraphs that we have also conducted this in the 2023, we have analyzed the MPG paragraph to understand you what are the crux of that, all the paragraphs of the MPG provision, what are the flexibility provision are available to make you understand what are the just easy understanding that this is the requirement. You can wherever you are standing in terms of the reporting, either you need flexibility or not. So yeah, this is the regional activity that we are planned. So first we have planned about the our kind of a mutual learning session. This is a tentative, but of course we can do some changes at later on. If there is more country, we can include it. We can also do it not only regional, but also the global. We can cover some more countries. So this currently in the planning stage, but we will let you know. And after receiving the request about the Article 6, I have contacted also some other organizations who are specifically expert on the conducting. So what is the Article 6 reporting in the BTR? So we will also plan a webinar, maybe let me see that either 2 session or 3 session required. So we will inform you about that also. IPCC inventory software, that's a new thing that come. Software is of course old, but the new version is come. So, and it's really useful for the reporting the CRT. So those countries who are already using, we can train them to a new version. Global Transparency Forum, I have already informed you that we are planning in the second quarter of the 2024. Institutional arrangement is also the challenge that you see in the Mentimeter also. So we want to share some good practices and lesson learned from other countries. Data management is also one of the major challenge. So for the terms of the inventory, data is the most important. You know that 60 table of the CRT we have to fill. So we will let you know that there are a series of webinars specific for the each content. Now we have to report the historical time series. We need more disaggregated activity data, but not only a main activity, but also the subcategories. We also now have to report the notation key. You can't leave the all the cell blank only. You have to compulsory mention the notation key. So that's require knowledge and also the information from your country. How to dealing with the missing data, how to store, how to archive. These are the kind of the topic that we want to cover through this data management virtual webinar series. With adaptation reporting, I also inform you that we are planning, and the MPGR also inform you, and we will also plan about the regional workshops. So in the last year, we have done regional workshop on NDC tracking in the South Korea, where I think we have received around 45 number of participants from all the Asian countries. This year, we are planning for the regional workshop on greenhouse gas inventory and also the implementing the ETF and understanding the CRTs. And we will also cover all the components of the greenhouse gas inventory there. So the invitation will be sent to you, and I will happy to accommodate as much we can support. So, and the last is the ETF reporting tool. So we are focusing also on there are three tools of the three parts of the inventory reporting tool, but we will focus on the greenhouse gas inventory. And if you are interested in the other part, then please send us email. We can plan something with UNFCCC, or maybe whatever option we can collaborate, whatever option we can explore, we can see. Yeah, so this is the kind of regional activity. If we see the national activity, we are supporting as of now Maldives, Philippines, and India. So Maldives workshop has just started today. Our team are already there, and they have started supporting the Maldives in preparation of the ETF. And thank you, the Maldives, to believe in us and request for support. Philippines, we have also received requests. We are supporting them for inventory, greenhouse gas inventory capacity building. India is also requested about the energy sector greenhouse gas inventory preparation. Vietnam and Bangladesh are already in talks, so we will let you know that maybe in the next few weeks, we will finalize what are the support requests and how can we support them to increase their capacity building. Indonesia, recently last week I had a meeting, and they are interested in the roadmap tool. So of course I am supporting that. And if any other countries are interested in specifically that BTR roadmap tool, please drop me an email. Even if you are not interested, and if you want to know what is the BTR roadmap tool, I can present and give you a demo of that tool. Then later on, of course, you can decide. Yeah, and also that technical analysis, like last year we have done technical analysis of the Mongolia and India. This year we are also available if you are interested, like Nepal and Philippines are preparing the first BUR. So if you want to, before submitting to the UNFCCC, if you want to conduct a quality assurance, quality control of your report, we are available. We have a very good team of people, those who analyze each detail of your report and let you know that this is the part that you need to improvement in the before submitting to the UNFCCC. So your ICA process will be quite smooth and flexible if we do this kind of the review. Yeah, so and also this is the support request that we have developed last year. I have already shared with all of you, but just for your kind information that you can request us this to filling this form. You can also request me by through email, or you can. There is also this platform, that's climate transparency platform. There is also request for support option where you can click this form and fill it and send it to us. So these are the way that you can approach, but even one email is also enough. So this is the one of the platform dashboard that all the countries of Asia you can see. And now we have added all the contact focal point that we have received from the UNFCCC country focal point. And you can see the example of Malaysia that we have listed all the focal points or contact points for specific different thematic focal point, also adaptation, loss and damage, support, inventory, everything. So I know that there is a change in the some of the countries where new staff has come. So if there is a change in the focal point or thematic focal point, just drop me an email with CC to your UNFCCC country focal point. So I will update this on the focal our climate transparency platform. You can see your name or anything about your country on this platform. Just go through a network, then Asia, and then just click on the country. And in the country, you can see the national focal point where you can see the all nominated focal point that were nominated by your country focal point, UNFCCC country focal point. Yeah, so this is the end of the our work plan. So if you guys have any question about our work plan for 2024, this is of course the tentative work plan that I have planned after the discussion with some of the countries. But if you think that because it's depend on your internal exercise, you have to first identify that what is your expectation and what is the area where you need support. What is the first priority? If you can say that greenhouse gas inventory is my area, but in even greenhouse gas inventory, it's not like we can conduct a session on greenhouse gas inventory because 10 or 20, 50 session is not enough for inventory. So we will request you to go more in detail to identify which sector is important. If not sector, then maybe which are the component that other components of the greenhouse gas inventory. Earlier, we are not reporting all the components, but for 2024, now we have to conduct, each country is the mandatory to conduct a QAQC, uncertainty analysis, key category, and reporting notice and key, preparing the CRT table, CTF table. These are all the parts of the inventory. So if particular topic that you feel that this is a challenge to fill the CRT, and even this kind of data that we have, but we can't report the time series or historical data, then all this kind of support we are available and we are happy to support you anything, anyway. So please let us know. You can see our email ID. You can drop an email to any one of us and we will get back to you as much as soon possible. Like just receive a request. I will get back to you soon to understand more what is the exact requirement of you. So this is the last presentation of the today's, and after this we have only one session when we just discuss an intervention from the countries. To understand this work plan is either what you think about this work plan. Either it is a either what do you think about this? So let me take to the Menti again. So there are two questions, two guiding questions for this work plan. One is about to what extent to the proposal activity for 2024. Maybe Suzanne, I can request Suzanne to share the part 2 of that Mentimeter. So link is the same that you have used just use that before. So you can click on that link again and just answer the part 2 again. So only a 2 question and the 1 feedback. So I would request everyone to use the Menti.
Second, I'm sharing now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. So only 3 questions. So I will request everyone to please use the link in the chat box. So our first question is to what extent do the proposed activity that support what I can say that what is the national and also the regional, those activity that I have showcased in the presentation. Either it is aligned with your objective, that what is your priority for the support. Like I told you that greenhouse gas inventory is the key theme and we have developed some more workshops specifically for the inventory. So either you are also thinking that greenhouse gas inventory is the key theme and you need more support on specific that, then this is the question. So that's why I want to ask that either it is mostly aligned, somewhat aligned or not aligned. So if you are saying because we need honest feedback from you. So the more clear work plan, the more clear objective we can deliver. So my request to everyone, Ujidma, let me share the link again. Yeah, so I have posted the link. So those who are, let me know if you are not able to access the Mentimeter. It's the same link. or you can just open the www.menti.com and enter the code 26106338. I only receive a 15 response, so I will request to please respond. Yeah, Bujitma, I think you are in the first slide, so please go ahead for the next question. And after the, I think 6 or 7 question, you will see this question that I am showing on this presentation slide. Yeah. If you are opening the Mentimeter first time, then please go through there are 6-7 questions, and then there is a part 2 mentioned. After the part 2, this question will be appear. Okay, maybe Sujan, can you move to the next question? So, and then I can intervene some countries, those who can speak. Okay, so we will freeze this slide here. You can continue to respond. I can see there are only 10 responses, so I will request all of you to please, if you think that there is something missing in the work plan that we should address, these are the questions. Are there any needs or gap that remain unaddressed? Webinar on BTR roadmap. Yes, that we can do. We are not able to prepare our NC and BTR without supporting UN agency and supporting other countries. Okay, yeah, that's why we have CBIT-GSP is formed, and if you have no request, then there is no need for the CBIT-GSP. So we are here for the support and actively looking for the support to you for any kind of area, any support area. So I will freeze this screen here, and maybe I can see the list of participants, so I can also invite some of my colleagues. So let me see. From Malaysia, yeah, I can see my friend Hajira. Yes, and Miss Noor Hajira, are you able to hear me?
Sorry. Yes. Yes, Jepal.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Noor,
Okay,
I
sorry.
would like to know about that. What do you think about this work plan? So in terms of specifically for if you think about the Malaysia, what could be a biggest challenge, or you think that there should be this area support area where we have to focus, or maybe if you have experience about the Asia, you can also include Asia. But if you can at least tell us about the Malaysian experience, please tell us.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and very good evening to everyone. And thank you once again to my colleague, Jepal, as well as CBIT-GSP for this opportunity again. And again, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity for the NDC tracking workshop in Korea last year. It was great help for us in Malaysia, especially for the NDC tracking, which again, I think for most countries is a big challenge for BTR. As before, I think we had some experience in terms of how we did our mitigation chapter. But again, moving on to BTR is another, I would say, another avenue, another framework, which takes time for us to understand. And looking at the work plan, I think it's a very good and aligned to our planning this year. Actually, we have yet to start on our full front for our work in under the BTR and CBIT projects. But looking at the work plan that's available, it's very much aligned, especially we would, for in the case of Malaysia, as we do not have an inventory system at the moment, we are still developing. So the IPC software is a tool that we really use, and moving towards the CRT table that is required, we would think that having the IPC inventory software training is very good for us, and especially for the AFOLU sector, in which we rely very much on that in terms of how do we aggregate the numbers. And moving on, I also see that there's a workshop on the transparency in Article 6, which again is very good for us because we, although we join in negotiations, but in terms of technicalities, we would need more assistance on how it works for the BTR in terms of the initial reports, the annual information, which again is, although we currently had some experience in the CDM world before, but transitioning to the Article 6 carbon markets cooperative approach is something that we would need much more learning on. And another thing that I think would be beneficial for us, which is also highlighted in the annual work plan, but I think we would like to emphasize a bit on, is in terms of assistance on projections and NDC tracking tools. I was fortunate to be into the physical workshop last year, whereby we learned about the GAPMO tool, which is again a mitigation or tracking tool. But although we tried to work it ourselves through online training, we would think that maybe having a one-to-one session or a hands-on practical session on this is very beneficial for us in terms of the projections and NDC tracking. And on overall, I would say we are all happy because I have the whole team here. It's a small team of us, and they are nodding their heads very happily for this year's training. And again, I think that would be all from Malaysia. And in terms of what we see is aligned with our work plan for this year round. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor Hazira, and we are happy to support you in 2023 and share your experience also, and also let us know that our work plan is quite aligned with the Malaysia's objective also. So that's the good thing, that at least we are doing some activity that are interested for our region and also for the Malaysia. So I would also like to thank you, all of your colleagues who are sitting with you. So thank you for joining today. So let me pick some another new countries. I think Philippines, I can see there are 3-4 colleagues. So maybe from the Philippines, maybe Albert or Liz, maybe anyone can share your thoughts on our work plan.
Yes, thank you so much, Jaypal. Okay, pleasant afternoon, evening to colleagues. So we're glad to be part of this activity for this session for today, and we learned a lot listening to what our colleagues from other countries have shared. In fact, we would like to reconsider reconsider our work plan, given the having known that some countries have also requested some form of technical assistance, which JPAL has assured us that that they're available. It's just a matter of submitting our request for further assistance. But for the Philippines, I'm really glad to see that there is this dedicated in-country workshop for the Philippines that will be conducted next month until March. 2 months. This is about the building capacity building on greenhouse gas inventory preparation and especially its components. So we expect that in this building capacity building activity, some barriers or even issues that should be addressed could also be addressed in building in this as regards to the conduct of greenhouse gas inventory and its preparation. So we're looking forward to meeting once again the project team being led here by JPAL and the rest of the members of the team. And also one thing more, we are also excited to be to have a session on Article 6 and its relation and how it will be related to the enhanced transparency framework. I know that for a fact that there's a close relationship between the two agenda items which we are also tackling in negotiations. So it's a good proposal to have also the topics on Article 6B tackled in future in the proposed work plan for this year. So thank you so much, JPAL and the colleagues. Good day to all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Albert. Thank you for trusting us and Yeah, so we are already working with them, and we have developed some agenda, and it's quite from my experience with the Philippines, that they have at least done very good internal exercise to identify the support area. So at least there are 10 areas they have identified. That's a good thing, but at least they can start the support activity with us and with also the other support organizations that are available in these. So I would also request all the countries to first identify. If you are not able to identify, then also let me know. We can together do this exercise and let us finally what are the support activities. This is the first priority that we have to handle. So I will also request you to continue answer the Mentimeter. I can see it's not moving further, so I will request all the participants that are still here, please. I have again posted the link in the chat box, so please open and then just go to till part 2, and then after the part 2 you can see this answer, this question on the screen. And let me move to the next intervention to see the checklist. I think my friend Laos from the my Darwin, I can see. If you are able to speak something about our work plan. Uh,
Hi, do you hear me?
yeah, very well. Please.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for this seminar. And I'm really appreciate for the work plan, because all of the activities mentioned here is really in need now, as the BTR, and also for Laos we are in progress. But as you may seen from the Menti, that the challenge for the BTR, I think is really helpful if we can go with the work plan and also the activities to be aligning with uh, the activity of the BTR. But in the same how, for us, I think NDC tracking is almost the challenge for us now because of the we still lack of the platform. So under the cooperation with the partner, we also now developed, try to, I can say that just the initial stage on the how can we develop the checklist and also the platform with the discussion to do the platform right now. Yeah, but I'm really satisfied with the work plan for the CBIT program and also the activities you mentioned here. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Darwin, for confirming the activity that are aligned with at least for the Laos and also for the, and also thank you for the, we greatly appreciate your presence in the almost each of the webinars and the workshop wherever I conduct. I just send an email and you just are there to there. So I would like to really what I can say. So I really appreciate your efforts and spending time with us. I can understand you are really interested in all these webinars and want to learn everything. So of course, NDC tracking is the most important part, and it's a new thing that nobody is doing from the developing countries. So yeah, that is a priority I can understand.
Yes, because I really would like to how can develop at least we can have the checklist and also the platform. How can we do the tracking progress of the NDC, because I think it's the more challenge now. And also for Lao right now, for the CSO, I mean civil society and also the private sector, they are really interesting almost on the Article 6 and also trading on the carbon trading. So how can we make the transparencies and also the trading with the high benefit? That's why I really would like to know, and I'm really happy that to have other country to sharing their experience, and also I think other country also interesting in the Article 6 as well. So at the next time, maybe you can share more how other country have the progress and also the successful, or maybe not really well successful, but exchange each other. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darwin. Suzanne, can you go to the next slide? So I will invite one more country for the next 2-3 minutes. Until then, I will request all of you to give us the feedback for the today's session. So this is also the one of the requirement for my reporting. So I request all of you to please let us know what you think about today's workshop that we have. This time we have done some kind of virtual exchange between the countries and also the presentation, not only presentation that we have done in the last, but so kind of different approach. So I would like to know what you think about today's approach, and please use the Menti and just go to the last question and answer what you think about today. So let me take one last question or last intervention from the, let me see the participant list. My friend Inaz is here. Maybe you will be busy after the tomorrow in the Maldives workshop, but if you can speak something about the work plan, or is there anything that you think that this could be a priority? Uh, Inaz, can you hear us? Yeah, happy to see you. We are not able to hear your voice. Until Inaz speaks the speak, I also again request you to give me feedback about today's workshop. Virtual, whatever you think. Either you are satisfied, not satisfied, please give a honest feedback. Okay, maybe then until we got again the from Inaz, Miss Lily from the, oh, I can see her. Are you still here? She is from Indonesia and
Yeah, I still here.
yeah. Thank you for staying still at the end of. And
Yeah.
if you can intervene something about the work plan, and if you think anything that could be included or not included.
Pardon, could you please repeat?
Yeah, so I have shared the presented the work plan that we are planning to cover this area through either workshop or regional workshop, physical or virtual. So what do you think about the in specific to the Indonesia, that this is aligned with your work plan, or our support objective are also the same, or you think that there is another area that should be explored specifically for the Indonesia?
Yes. I think is already accommodate there. Yesterday I talked with the project manager on the CBIT project. It seems that they have planned on May. They will invite in person one of you as an expert to come to Indonesia. So yeah, we will inform you later about the exact date and also the DOR and agenda. But in the meantime, we also can hold kind of online session training or webinar, but with different subject. And the participants most probably mostly is Ministry of Finance from different Directorate General, because in Indonesia we have kind of DEMFAS system in debt management risk office. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and there are also another directorate who's handling climate financing.
Okay.
In the meantime, in the Ministry of Environment Forestry as a national Indonesia focal point for NDC, there is
Okay.
also some of directorate who's handled about the resource mobilization. So yeah, we will invite all of them in one place to for the online sessions. But for May, maybe we'll have a different subject.
Sure. Thank you, Miss Lily, for the good interruption about on what is the expectation and also the plan for the Indonesia.
Yeah.
Let me check finally with the Inaz if you got a connection or if your mic is working.
Hi, it's my
Yeah.
voice, everyone. Thank you. So, so we'll be having the training tomorrow, so we are excited about that. So I'm also participating as from the CBIT project side.
Yeah.
In addition to the work plan, the activity that mentioned is we are looking forward those. One specifically that we want to get more on it's the NDC tracking areas. So that one is exciting one. And in terms of BTR, we are going to launch the BTR preparation project, and I think next month we'll be having the inception of it. So
Okay.
ministry is currently preparing it, and BTR project manager also will be joining the tomorrow's training.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you, Inas, for quickly giving the update about the Maldives, and also thank you for participating today. So yeah, thank you everyone. I think we are 5 minutes ahead of the time, but thank you all of you that you guys have joined before the time and still you are here. So I really appreciate your presence here. And if there's still any question, anything, we are open. Otherwise, if there is a no, then maybe we can close this session. Yeah, Rajan, yes, please.
Sorry, like it's not about the question. So actually, like since I have heard that like many country like they are planning to have like a different kind of training or in-person meeting. So only my request is like if there is any such opportunities that where the Nepal can be a part of that training or that kind of workshop, then please do let me know, because one of us, like either from the CB team or from the government, we would be happy to participate, because we are in the early phase and we want to learn as much as possible so that there will be no such kind of problem in a later stage. So if there is such kind of opportunities, then please let us know. We will be happy to join with you all. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajan, and thank you also for showing interest on all the CBIT-GSP activity. We are happy to accommodate not only you, but any countries, those who are interested or want to learn or anything. You can continue to check our CBIT Climate Transparency platform, where we continuously post all the activities, either webinar, virtual or physical, whatever we are doing, that are already updated, and everything, all the material, presentation, exercises that are available on that platform. So I will request all of you to please utilize this platform. This is very important, and it's not like that we have developed. We continue to develop every day. Whatever we, even if you think that that should be some suggestion or there should be some part or something that we have to put on that platform, please send me email. We are happy to put you on that. All the suggestions are accepted. So yeah, so that's the 2024 that we have done. We have planned. So we have one global transparency forum in the second quarter, where we invite the CBIT-GSP focal point to discuss this BTR preparation, ETF implementation, everything. And we have one regional workshop that physically, we have not decided the location, but sometime maybe in the after the June session, or at least in the second or start of the third quarter, where we invite the as much as participation from the each country, and our focus is to cover all the component of the greenhouse gas inventory, and also the build the capacity specifically for all component that you have to mandatory reported in the BTR. Yeah. Yes, my dear diary I will share with email also, and I will also put this all presentation on the our climate transparency platform. I will will send the link to all of you also. If there anything, any feedback or any suggestion, anything, even on climate transparency platform, even on our work plan or our past activities, anything, please let me know. I will wait 1 more minute, otherwise we will close today's meeting. Thank you, Inas. Thank you everyone for taking time out today. It's a really pleasure that you guys take time, and we are feel delighted by your presence in today's meeting. Okay, I think there is no question. Maybe we can close today's meeting, and I am available through email. Even my let me drop my WhatsApp number also in the chat box. So if you familiar with the WhatsApp, please contact me on that also. I will send you a meeting invitation and we can just discuss. Even I am doing a discussion with one person also, so that's no problem for me. You don't have to come with your team. Just send me one message or one email. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you for
everyone.
doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good
Thank you so
evening. Bye.
much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, my friends,
Bye.
Suzanne, also for in the early morning attending the meeting. So
That's early. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.